Imagine being the quiet, unassuming guy who no one ever believed in. A guy who once collected trash to survive, only to later dominate the football world. This is the story of how N'Golo Kanté, a man too shy to even attend birthday parties, overcame every rejection, every doubt, and became the heartbeat of some of football's greatest triumphs. Stick around, because what you're about to hear will change how you see the most humble man in football. N'Golo Kanté's story is unlike any other in modern football. From humble beginnings to the top of the world, Kanté's journey is a tale of perseverance, humility, and sheer determination. At 23, he was still training to become an accountant, but by 2018, he was a World Cup winner, outplaying the best in the game. His rise wasn't fueled by flashy moves or hype. It was his work ethic and character that made him a global icon. This is the story of how Kanté went from the streets of Paris to being one of football's most admired players. Kanté's journey begins in 1991 in a modest family of 9 children. Growing up in the suburbs of Paris, life was never easy. While France was celebrating their 1998 World Cup victory, young Kanté was collecting cans and bottles with his father to earn extra money for his family. Tragically, when Kanté was only 11, his father passed away, leaving him with even more responsibilities. Despite this, he continued to hustle, collecting trash, while dreaming of a better future. At the age of 8, Kanté joined a small football club. Though his talent was evident, scouts often overlooked him due to his small stature. Even when he outperformed his teammates, he would quietly step aside as they celebrated. This shyness and humility would remain defining traits throughout his career. But Kanté's size and modest demeanor masked a remarkable ability on the pitch, one that, with time, would capture the world's attention. Despite his obvious talent, Kanté's early football career was filled with rejection. At 15, he was deemed too small for Clairefontaine, France's prestigious academy that had produced stars like Thierry Henry and Kylian Mbappé. The scouts weren't looking for someone like Kanté. They wanted the next big name, the next Neymar or Messi. But for those who watched him every day, there was no doubt he had something special. Even though he lacked the flashy style that scouts craved, he possessed unmatched tenacity and a tireless work rate. By the age of 16, Kanté was already playing with the first team of his local club in France's 9th division. His performances were nothing short of spectacular. He single-handedly carried the team to 2 promotions and a cup victory, beating a side 4 divisions above them. Yet, despite these achievements, bigger clubs still wouldn't take a chance on him. Kanté's president drove him to multiple clubs, begging them to give him a shot. Even Arsène Wenger, whom Kanté's president had a close relationship with, passed on him. Eventually, a small club, US Boulogne, gave him a chance. After a successful trial, Boulogne signed Kanté on an amateur contract. While his talent was clear, it wasn't an immediate rise to fame. He spent 2 years in the reserves, quietly working hard without attracting much attention. When the first team was relegated to the 3rd tier, Kanté made his debut, and by the end of the season, he was their Player of the Year. Despite his achievements, trials at bigger clubs like Rennes and Lorient ended in rejection. The common refrain was that he didn't fit the profile they were looking for. Yet, SM Caen saw through the criticisms and signed him. Kanté made an immediate impact, playing every match and leading them to promotion. By now, his tireless ball-winning abilities were becoming legendary. He was no longer just a hard-working midfielder, he was a game-changer. In fact, by the end of the season, Kanté had the most ball recoveries in all of Europe. It wasn't long before Leicester City's Steve Walsh spotted the hidden gem. Walsh, who had previously scouted Jamie Vardy and Riyad Mahrez, knew Kanté was special. Leicester, fresh off barely surviving relegation, signed Kanté for £5.6 million in what would become one of the Premier League's best ever bargains. Ranieri, Leicester's manager, was sceptical at first, but quickly changed his mind after seeing Kanté's impact. By mid-season, Ranieri famously told Walsh, "Don't ever listen to me again. I don't know what I'm talking about." Leicester's 2015-16 Premier League triumph is widely regarded as one of the greatest underdog stories in sports history. At 5,000 to 1 odds, no one expected them to win the league. But at the heart of that historic run was Kanté. He covered every blade of grass, broke up countless attacks, and made Leicester's defence nearly impenetrable. He led the league in tackles and interceptions, setting records that no one could match across Europe. Sir Alex Ferguson even claimed, "Kanté is the best player in the league, by far." Leicester's miracle season was followed by an £8 million move to Chelsea, where Kanté's dominance only grew. He became the first player since Eric Cantona to win back-to-back Premier League titles with different clubs. His performances earned him the PFA Player of the Year, and he outshone the likes of Paul Pogba in the FA Cup, cementing his status as one of the best midfielders in the world. In 2018, Kanté reached the pinnacle of football, winning the World Cup with France. Despite playing with food poisoning in the final, he was instrumental throughout the tournament. His record-breaking ball recoveries and interceptions were key to France's success. Though players like Kylian Mbappé captured headlines, analysts and teammates alike knew that Kanté was the heart of the team. His quiet determination and relentless work ethic on the field made him indispensable. And that's the incredible journey of N'Golo Kanté, from a humble trash collector to a football legend who's lifted the World Cup, Premier League titles, and the Champions League. His story is proof that with hard work, resilience, and a little bit of humility, you can achieve the unthinkable. Kanté's journey inspires us all to chase our dreams, no matter where we start. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more amazing football stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.